and gentlemen, welcome back to another video of the Artemoth. Today we're going to be reviewing the T54 Mod 1951. This tank has been heavily requested. To be honest, I don't know exactly what has changed on it. If I actually have a look at the T54, there's nothing really different about it, but it has been requested, so I'm going to go over it again and see what's different with it. And we will be reviewing the T54 Berlin number 059, because it's basically the same tank, it's just a little bit better. So the T54 Mod 1951, 1550 hit points. That's pretty standard for tier 5 main battle tank. 1863 DPM. That is pretty good for a 100mm gun. 208mm pen. That's not very good. That's quite lacking actually. You're not really gonna pen a lot of things with that. 185mm of frontal hull armor, 150mm of frontal tail armor, and 200mm of gunman armor. So this tank, it isn't made of paper, but it's definitely not, like T10's level of armor or T62 levels of armor. It does have slightly better hull armor, but other than that, it's, I don't know, it's got acceleration rate of 65, so it is, it does get up to speed pretty quickly. 50 kilometers an hour. I mean, that's a pretty good speed. The reload is alright, I guess, for 100mm. 1500 hit points again. It's a bit challenging because 1500 hit points is not a lot. I mean, if you look at the M48A1 pattern, that's a tier 5, that has 2000 hit points. So I mean, it is more on the lacking side, but it is, pretty average for tier 5. So we're going to take it out and just see how well this tank does. So, 100mm gun. Don't know the recognition of the gun. So 208mm pen. We are going to have to aim for weak spots like turrets or side armor, because penning front armor is going to be quite challenging for some tanks. Like the E100 has pretty good hull armor. So let's have a look. See the video around here. That's it. Right to the back. 387 damage. I think this tank fires an APHUBC round, so it explodes inside the tank. It pens and then explodes. So let's see. That's a nice hit. The reverse speed is not that brilliant. It is pretty lackluster. Let's give it that line. problem. Where is he? I think he's gone into the buildings. Watch out for that. Where do you go? Come on, are you? Where did you go? That was nasty. If we can put one more hit into it, then we should be able to secure this kid. Don't watch out. Ooh. Uh-oh. Just see who's managed. That bounce off an STA, really. So basically, the T54, because its penetration is quite bad, you ain't gonna pen a lot of things. I mean, we've just bounced off an STA2, an STA1. Oh, we just bounced off our. I think you can reload for it. That's good. Ah, he went straight through the side of our turret. Yeah, the turret armor is not that good. It's actually pretty bad. So, this tank gone from a pretty, you know, beastie tank to a tank where it's still a good tank. But because of the power creep of these new tanks, like the Bagel Panther, the T10, the Contra, that's got a reload or a damage per minute buff, or the T125, E100, they completely wipe through this thing. I mean, the T54 mod 1951. Thank God it's not the 1957 model. Oh, this thing would be horrific. It will be so bad. I just heard a 100mm gun go off. Don't know where that's from. So 1,386 damage. We got some bias skins. That's pretty good. Just announced my arrival, pick someone up. So, I mean, 1800 DPM is good. 208mm pen. You can work with it. It's just, it's quite lacking, really. I mean, we bounced off an STA one, right? So we hit, what was it, his turret, the bottom of his turret or somewhere. So if we look at the STA one, so came in at this angle, we must have hit about here, and it bounced off. It's only 71mm of hull armor. Can you see the problem with this tank? It can't really, I mean, so it's a bit difficult with this tank, because I mean, if I was reviewing the T62 Alpha, I would say good pen, good gun, good damage per minute, all right armor, it's quick. But the T54 mod 1951, it's, I don't know. It's quick. Acceleration is right. Armor is all right. Penetration is a bit. Damage per minute is a bit. Health is a pretty big no, really. I mean, this is it's practically tier 4 health at tier 5. I mean, The E50 1600, Bakelite Panzer 1700, Leo 2000, Spaz Panzer 1100, Indian Panzer 1300. So it's not the lowest hit points, but it's not the best hit points. I mean, the Panther M10 has 1300. The Panther Oxford F has 1350. The Comet 1100, Centurion 1700, the Centurion Mark III 1600. So it's definitely not the healthiest tank at tier 5, but it's not the worst. So we're going to go over the T54 Berlin now. This thing, it feels better. It turns a bit quicker. The gun reloads quicker, obviously, because level 13, level 12. Other than that, it's practically the same machine. Same armor, same hit points, same pen. So 1550 hit points, 1876 DPM, 208 millimeters, 1876 damage per minute. My apologies. 208 penetration. Again, that's going to catch you out. 185 millimeters of frontal hull armor, 150 millimeters of frontal turret armor, 200 millimeters of gun mount armor. It's not going to save you. I mean, this turret is 65 acceleration rate, pretty good. Top speed is 50 kilometers an hour. So that again is pretty good. So we're going to take it out full spin. You can't put any skids on this thing, so it's a bit, you know. I mean, I don't know. It does 56, so just like 6 kilometers an hour quicker than what it actually says. Ooh, I don't know. So it does reload, you know, fairly quick for a 100mm gun, but it's a little bit slower than, like, you know. So that's we've got T28, that's pretty good. There's an STB there. You can fight on him because he can ruin me in a couple of shots. So, no, the T54 Berlin does feel better than the T54 1951, and but if you want a better tank than the T54 1951, but you want to keep the same playstyle, get the T54B, because the T54B is faster by 6 kilometers. I think it's 6 or 7 kilometers an hour. It really is slightly quicker. Turret turns slightly quicker. The hull turns slightly quicker. It's basically a better machine than the T54 1951, and that's a bit weird. So we're gonna go and try and just be ourselves. But this 100mm is not that good. It's quite upsetting that it is just not that good. to our left. Did I see name tag?
Allied forces have captured the zone.
Behind me. Not yet. I can hear some kind of gun going off. I'm not entirely sure what caliber that is. Oh, that's a 105 mil going off. So we're gonna push up. STB. I mean, I could farm him, but oh, what target? That was a Crusader Mark II. Didn't want to shoot over it. That's a truck. That's a truck. Missed the truck. Okay. That's a Panzer IV. Panzer IV H class. Is that Lorraine? Yes. Draw Lorraine, so it's kill. Oh, that's a KV2. Ooh, don't want to fight KV2. The KV2 can. Ooh, hello. Don't hit me. Please don't hit me. Don't hit me. No, don't hit me. I'm gonna die from these. Ah, no! God damn it. I mean, I don't know, they're both, if we actually have a look at the, yeah look, it's 7 kilometers an hour quicker than the T54 1951, and that is power creep in a way, because it's the same tank with a skin, and it's better. The problem is they can pen my... STB. Yep, STB1. 2,432 damage. Better, but not the best. But seriously, if you've got the T54 1951 and you are not happy with it, get this tank. I mean, it is expensive, but it is worth it. It's quicker. It's got faster turn turret, faster turn hole. It's better in every way, really. I mean, the gun's the same. It's got the same armor. It's quicker by 7 kilometers an hour, so that's going to save you time. So, I mean, basically, the T54 1951 is basically the free version of this tank. It doesn't, the gold version doesn't, the premium version, should I say, does not look as nice as the 1951 version because it's got that gun on top and everything like that. But other than that, I don't know. I would say get the T54B because it's just that much better. I mean, it's better in practically every way except from health, pen. Um, but this tank, it can do with maybe an armor buff, maybe buff the turret. If you buff the turret, that will make it really good, really good. It will make it a fantastic medium tank because everything else is just stomping it. It really is. So I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy this video, give it a thumbs down. Put in the comment section what you think about this tank and what tank you want to review next, and I'll be happy enough to review it. I do apologise. I haven't been taking requests lately because I've been doing streams and all that, and I shouldn't really be doing streams. I mean, I should be, but I've been doing them, every day, and I should be doing recordings as well. Also, I'm thinking of doing some scary games. So, there's that, and see you guys later. Bye bye.